It just feels good to have it back home. Shut this crazy fan off. But it's alive. It's back home now. I get to do a little bit of tweaking. I need to get a little shorter alternator belt. Move it back just a little bit. Start playing with the fuel pressures and dialing that stuff in and dial the timing back a little bit, I think. Because this thing is retarded. It's just utterly retarded. And that's kind of what I was going for, so that way the license plate really meant what it meant. So, Obsidian is getting there, guys. Yes, that's a carbon fiber panel in the center and a carbon fiber shifter. Oh, it's been a long, long road. I started ordering parts a year ago. I gotta thank Roger John Kazi. I gotta thank Charlie Evans. I gotta thank Dan Da Vinci. I gotta thank Performance Research here in Columbus, Ohio. They did all the machine work. They did the dyno work. I can't even think of all the other people. Paul Kane, the Metcalf. I think it was one of the Craigs. Was giving me a bunch of advice and asking him a bunch of shit too. Some of the other guys on the Big Block Ford forum. I did a little picture install guide on using a GRZ vacuum pump mount for the aerospace stuff. And then I had to machine it down. And then we even added a second groove to it to run the alternator, because I couldn't get the alternator bracket to space out far enough. It's a little too far out, but I can go in a little bit now, so that's all good there. I got the water pump coming on with the key on, just because I'm going to set this up like I got the nitrous bottle heater though, to where I plug in a DeWalt battery and the fan and the water pump come on, and it doesn't draw off the car, so that way in the lanes or in the pits I can just cool the car down real quick. I'm going to step the voltage down though. I'm not going to run 20 volt, 18 volts to those. I'm going to use a little old Chrysler ignition resistor and step it down a little bit there. Should knock 5-6 volts out of it pretty easy, and then run that stuff just fine. But here she is, guys. I had to redo all this mess. I hated those regulators. Plus, now I don't need the spacer for the carb scoop. It sits perfectly out the hood. Everything is 2 inches taller. It seems I have gained room over here. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'd have to go back and check another video, or check back other pictures of the old motor. But yeah, this thing is... it's ready for some test hits and maybe some track testing here soon. I'm going to go over everything a couple times and top off tranny fluid and double check pinion angle and all that jazz, and scale the car and put the right front springs in it. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to walk this thing down a track, so yeah. But it's been a long year of plotting and planning. These headers hang a little bit low. These are the last set of Cook's headers out there, I believe. I don't know if you can get a good angle on that, but they're down there. They still hang lower than the tranny pan. And this tranny, that B&M tranny pan hangs real low. Oh, thanks Broader Performance for over, next day Aaron, 2-day Aaron. The tranny parts I needed to get this thing together last week. I appreciate that. Broader Performance tranny, strings, axles and spool in the rear end. A lot of John Kazi stuff. And a stock Big Block Ford block. It's 554 cubic inches now, and it makes power, and that's all I'm going to say. I haven't posted dyno vids. I got one, but it wasn't a good one. It was when the cam was in wrong, so shit didn't work out right. But yeah, make sure you follow along. I'll give you guys maybe some track videos of this thing not leaving hard and just spinning down a track. Peace out. Make sure you follow along.